Super Tech, this is Leo. How can I help you?
Hey Leo,
Hello.
do you guys have, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Do you guys have do you have an LCD display for a 2016 MacBook Pro 15-inch?
We don't carry any of these LCD panels, sir. Most of the LCD panels for laptops, we have to order those because there's so many models of laptops that we just don't stock LCDs at all. So any LCD that or any laptop with broken screens, we have to order those parts.
Are you able to give me a quote for, I guess, for the replacement part and labor?
Most definitely. What's the model of the laptop?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Hello.
Yes. Let's see.
I'll be right with you. Okay.
15-inch 2016 MacBook Pro.
You know what the model number is?
Does that
No, I just need the model number. It begins with an A as in apple. Usually is underneath the of the laptop itself. It usually begins with an A as in apple, and you'll see some numbers behind it.
It doesn't have it. I mean, can you want to try LPDDR3?
It sounds like the serial number. I don't think that's gonna work. You said it was a MacBook. What again? I'm sorry.
MacBook Pro 15-inch 2016. I'm on the about this Mac when it pulls up like that little square with the info on it. It doesn't say model number.
Okay. I only have one MacBook Pro 15-inch. It looks like it's model 81260. So assuming that's the model, the A1260. Give me a second here. I'm pulling up what the labor as well as what the part cost would be for that. Okay. The A1260 15-inch. It looks like it's a 2008 model, so I don't think that's going to be it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up here real quick.
Okay. Yeah, because they don't even sell screens for that anymore.
A1707.
A1707. Okay. Yep, sounds like it's. And you want an original screen? Or are you okay with it being an aftermarket?
Can you give me a price for each?
I certainly can. If you want original, you're looking roughly at $691 for that specific screen, and that's due to the cost of the screen alone, or the top panel. If you're okay with an aftermarket, it would be. Give me a second here. I'm going to scroll down here for you. Actually, they don't have the aftermarkets for this model. They have one that's grade B, which means that there's some minor potential scratches up at the top or bottom. It's still genuine though, and for that one is 600 even.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
What about labor? What is that?
That includes labor.
The 691 you said?
Correct. That includes the labor and parts.
Okay. How soon can we, or what's your turnaround time, I guess, when you get the screen and then when?
So turnaround time, we aim for same day. Well, once we get the screen, of course, usually we get the work done that same day the part's received, so long as it's received before noon. If it's received after noon, by then we've received several repairs for that day. So it may carry until the next day, because we may end up getting it done that day, but you may not be able to pick up on that day. So that's usually how that would work. As far as what the wait time period would be, We normally ask for overnight shipping, but that still tends to take about a couple of days. So with it being today Tuesday, we'd probably get the screen by either Thursday or Friday. And more than likely would be ready either by Friday or Saturday.
Okay. Okay. I'm really shopping around right now because I had taken this to the Apple store, and then I guess it's out of their window for any replacement parts or repair.
Okay.
Are you the person to give a call if I decide to go with you guys?
Well, yeah. You could either call, ask for me. My name's Leo. Or the ladies here could certainly help you as well. And I'll write it down that way they're aware of if you end up calling back again. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make a decision within 24 hours. So.
No worries.
I'll definitely have you guys consider. Thanks for the info. Thanks for your time, Leo.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
All right.
How can I help you, sir?
Sir, this one doesn't give signal to the TV.
Okay.
I don't know if either the resolution is damaged or maybe the port.
9 times out of 10, it's usually the HDMI port.
The HDMI port, so I brought it here to get it fixed. So it's my case.
Just by the looks of it, it does look like it's potentially pushed in. Yeah, it's pushed in. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
But your HDMI port looks to be pushed in.
Yeah, shake it, but it doesn't shake as well.
Well, it's not going to shake. It pushed in, meaning it's been the plastic. It's been pushed in. So more than likely, what's going on is those pins are no longer making contact with the motherboard. So the pins are just floating inside.
I want to change that, right?
It'll be an HDMI port repair. We charge $150.
150.
Yes, sir.
You can't give me discount.
No, we don't give discounts.
How long will it take for you?
We aim for same day repair, if not next day. We do have 5 repairs currently in queue. However, HDMIs usually take precedent. I do have 1, 2 currently ahead of yours, so it'll be done later this afternoon. I'd say by 7 o'clock, or actually 6:30.
You want to keep this?
No, we don't keep the wires.
Okay.
We don't want to be responsible for your wires.
No problem. I keep the wires. So, do you want me to call you and come to pick it up, or?
No, I'm gonna get you checked in, and you choose to pick up today. If you choose to come pick up
And I
today.
receive text message, right? Or?
You'll receive a text message and a phone call. Right now, my wife is picking up my kids from school. More than likely, either her or my other employee who's picking up her brother, one of them will end up calling you, informing you that it's ready for pickup as well. But yes, you'll receive text messages as well.
No problem.
And let me get you checked in real quick. Babe, I am with the customer.
It was a shit show. I literally
Babe.
just took the bully out.
No problem. I too have wife.
It's like it went in one ear out the other. I'm with the customer. Oh man. Alrighty, do me a favor. Put your information for me right there on that tablet, please.
Only 2 numbers in it.
Say that again, I'm sorry?
Should I enter my email or only 2 numbers in it?
No, those are required fields. So the email and phone number, it requires both of those fields. And that's in the event that you don't get the text message, you'll get the email. And if you don't get the email, you'll get a text message. It's just to make sure that you're getting informed accordingly. And we also have mail-in. So unfortunately, there's some fields that we ended up placing as required because of our mail-in repairs as well. Somebody is sending me a message.
I did.
Hey. Huh? Thank you, sir. And give me a second here. Your check-in receipt should be printing. I think it's waiting for terms of services, I believe. This is just a check-in receipt along with the terms of services, okay? You don't pay till pickup time. Once we've confirmed that it powers on and displays and everything.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No? All right, we'll see you in the next hour or so, okay?
Thank you. Yeah, you said I will receive a text message on a call and then I can tell.
Yes, sir.
What time you guys close?
We close at 7.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, I walked home from school. We first walked, my brother and I, and then my dad took us to go buy some bikes, and then we started riding bikes. Man, what's funny is whenever I was you guys' age, my first job, I worked for Popeyes at the age of 14. I started working for Popeyes. My dad put me to work. In order for me to get to work, I would ride my bike. And I literally drove from one side of South Grand Prairie to the opposite side. So I'd be riding my bike all the way over there every single day, back and forth. And then I found a second job part-time through Betos they called it what they call it, I forgot what they called it. But it's the people that pick up the plates and all that. Busboy, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. I did the busboy, so I would work at Popeyes, and then I'd take the bike for the evening shift to Betos, and I would do the bus and do all that, and then from there I'd go home. So it sucked.
He was telling me he got chased by a dog and then hopped on a hood, dented it, and then left.
Oh wow, I never got chased by anything.
I got chased by a white German Shepherd.
And I forgot I had gone live.
Oh, you're lying.
I forgot I had gone live.
Yeah, I got chased by a dog after that.
What kind of dog was it? Pitbull?
It was a white German Shepherd.
White German Shepherd?
I think. It was a big white dog. And at first I wasn't like paying attention, but then you hear a chain rattle, and I'm like, he's probably just barking at me from the fence.
And he jumped over the fence.
You hear silence, and it's like, that's definitely turn, and I lost it halfway up the fence. And the street right next to Lisa's that slants down, that's the one I was running all the way down.
Oh wow.
And I was like, and I know if I trip or if I stop, all that momentum's gonna make me fall and roll over. And I'm like, I found the first car and I had to run onto it.
Yeah.
My belt off. And I was like, hopefully, but thankfully the owner had like a minivan. He got the dog real quick. And then he left. Now I gotta run away because this hood's a junior in high school. He has no money.
Nope. I don't think I've ever been chased by any sort of animal.
Yep.
Not that I can recall, at least. I've been burnt by things. Remember when I was young, we used to play with straws when I was little, and I was very little. Man, I did so many things as I was little that I don't think I've ever seen kids that age, the age I was at that time, doing them here. But I was in El Salvador, so they would have like gasoline canteens. So we'd play with gasoline. We would like pour it around the grass all the way, start making all sorts of figurines and stuff. And then we go to the very end and we light it up and see that thing go. and it and that would
I
and.
don't think other kids would be doing that at the moment.
So we did that in El Salvador. We used to have like a fire pit. So then we would grab straws and put the straws, like the tip of the straw, let it get light up. And then you start looking at it, just melts and melts and melts and melts. And I don't know, back then, I guess that was our entertainment.
No shame.
Back then, that was our entertainment. And then you come over here to the U.S., you catch someone doing something like that, they get in trouble.
I mean, we can't even set off fireworks without being in trouble. 4th of July.
Yep. My PlayStation 5 turns on and goes straight to yellow light. Goes straight to yellow light. I've never seen that before. Why is this thing not working?
What's the most you've ever made from a day of repairing?
What?
Is it looping?
Is it looping? Is that what it did?
It sounds like it looped on itself twice. Or either that or someone like 2 people fall in.
Let me see. My PlayStation 5 turns on. Okay, the other one is what's the most you've ever made from a day of repairing? That's a very good question. It's a very good and private question. I don't think I want to disclose as much what's the most I've ever made, but let's just say it was a decent number. As far as your question, I don't know how to pronounce that. So GEP is a GEP. I've never encountered a PlayStation 5 that goes straight to yellow light of death. Usually yellow light of death or yellow light on the PlayStation 5 usually tells that it's in standby mode. So unless you're pressing your power button twice and you're manually pressing it on standby mode, that is the only thing. What was that?
Can you fix the triggers on a PS5 controller?
They can be fixed, but we don't work on triggers. Huh? Patrick is talking to me. Yeah, that's Patrick.
So for this, what do you want me to do? I know you said to try to bend this back into shape.
Oh, so this is actually all the way bent.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it out and just try to bend it utilizing this.
Yeah, this
Like,
is all
push it.
bent. I know this came out. I popped it out, but then every time you push it, it goes right back in.
Okay. All right, so this part, see if we have that part in our one of our buckets. We should have one of these here.
Okay.
See if you're able to find that. And if you are, we could probably try to replace it.
Okay.
You may need the step stool though, because it could be up high, or maybe the middle ones. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be somewhere in there. We should have a couple actually. Yeah, triggers unfortunately is one of those we don't work on, and that's because triggers, it's the entire front ribbon cable that needs to be replaced usually, unless it's the actual trigger itself, the plastic, which would be an easy repair, but sometimes completing a diagnostics can take longer than a quick repair. So drift issues is usually the only thing we offer on those, because it takes us roughly 10 to 15 minutes to do drift repairs. Unlike other repairs, could take us longer, and we don't want to spend no more than 10-15 minutes per repair on controllers, because we don't charge very much on them. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep.
So for this one, I take everything out.
You take everything out and get to that front port and see if you're able to move that front board onto that other one over there. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I put the screw where it didn't go. We got Micro Mage Repairs. Appreciate the coffee, Micro Mage. Coffee or tea, whichever one it is, I appreciate it. Oh.
That was like the,
It's still making contact, which is good. So just push that back down. That's it. It's still soldered on, and that's still making contact, and that's fine. Yep.
I just wanted to tell you the shit.
Yeah. It looks like the plastic itself is just. Okay. Everything's in there. This is a PlayStation 5. It was a bug-infested console that did not power on. Who can take a guess why it didn't power on? Who on the live, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, who can take a guess why this thing didn't power on? It's bug-infested. It's a huge hint right there. Why didn't it power on? Who can take a guess? I'll give you some hints. I'll give you some hints, okay? Bodily fluids. Bodily fluids. A bunch of pieces of plastic. The power supply? That is, whatever it was, it fell down. It just fell down right somewhere near your feet. I don't know what it was, but something fell from it.
And I know this piece right here is also broken.
Well, the plastic being broken really doesn't make much of a difference. Now, if components are broken internally, now that will definitely make a difference. I don't know how many students we got watching over here. Who all started school today, or who's all kids went to school today? Did y'all finally have a peaceful day during the day? I know I did. My kids were not here, or at least two of my kids were not here. And my 8-year-old, he is usually the one that's causing everything. Alrighty. Anybody? Nothing? Nobody has kids? Alrighty. Well, no one's kids went to school today. see you watching. You need to click on that TikTok.
I didn't go on break.
Just go.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to set up an alarm. I just barely told you today, so you're good. Yeah, just set up an alarm. That way you go to break at your 4:30 to 5. So you normally go. So as soon as she comes back,
Yeah.
that's when you would go. That's when you would go to break.
Should I wait until 5 or?
That's fine.
And for this, how would I put this?
You transfer everything over from that side to that one. And if you see that there's any broken pieces, let's hope not. Hopefully we're able to utilize that one. All right, let's make sure this thing still powers on. This was a no power, which we did fix. And we did reapply the liquid metal. And we did blow it out outside. And right now we're just gonna confirm and validate that it powers on and displays for us. There we go, processing. It's rebooting. We're gonna finish, or we're gonna allow it finishing rebooting. Rebooting. And there it is. All right, let's turn it off and let's grab the next repair. Come on. So let me go ahead and close out this ticket. What's this? Okay.
And that's how this one goes.
Yeah. Oh, is it the same way
Yeah.
when you took it off? Yeah.
Well, I didn't take it off. It literally just fell off.
Oh, yeah. But that would be it. There's not a button? It had a button. It had a button because I was pressing it earlier.
It may have fell off in the
Do you fix laptop viruses?
Because this one has it's right here, but this whole thing is that this part's broken. I'm gonna go see it. It may have fell off.
No, this button works. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's broken from this end. Well, take the screw back off. Let's see if we could do something with it. Do I fix computer viruses? I don't fix computer viruses, but I do remove computer viruses. Computer viruses cannot be fixed, but they can be removed. We've got a piece of software that has multiple scripts to it called Tron, and it does a complete scan, multiple scans to be honest, and usually that can completely
Excuse me,
remove any sort of malware, spyware, and or virus within a laptop or PC. It does take some time for it to run. Sometimes it can take a few hours to up to 12 to 24 hours. All right, so it did work. I'm closing out the ticket right now. No, it's mine. It goes here. I'll take it. It's RAM. It's DDR4. That's what I used to test PCs. There's a circuit on the motherboard near the Wi-Fi chip. We replaced the faulty components caused by bugs. I should put on there roaches, but I just put bugs. Once replaced, we confirmed that the PlayStation 5 powers on without issues. PSU tested good. Cool. Powers on, power button, displays, and yep, this is good. Good. It's repaired. All right, let's grab the next repair, y'all. Is the Xbox Series X for Matt?
Yes.
It's for Matt? Okay, this is probably gonna end up having to wait. More than likely, it's got some sort of torn. That's what it says, but maybe they soldered it on or something. I don't know either. Okay. That one was placed over here. It looked clean. However, when Joel was taking it apart, it had a live roach. So I told him to put it in the bag. I'm not sure what that is. All right, this is just a standard HDMI, y'all. So this is not going to be a fun one at all. I think the last two we got are HDMIs. I'll probably do the Xbox Series X after that one. Because I can... No? If it works, it works. Cool.
Hear the clicking.
Yeah. So the reason why I was having you...
This whole board is a little bit bent. Like these right here are bent.
Yeah, if it works, it works. It's working.
This came off. I thought this was to the motherboard, but it's actually to that up front of the piece of that. It goes to the thing, and like if you take this part off, I didn't drill it down.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That goes here.
Yeah, I don't know if that is important.
Yes and no. It protects the component in there, but if it's missing, it's missing. Nothing we can do. Just go ahead and put the screws on. It should work. Now, before you fully put the screws on the entire thing, make sure you're able to power it on and off from the power button. Alrighty. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Incoming call.
Yeah, just go. Just go on your 30-minute break, man. Enjoy your lunch.
You do mods for system control?
What type of mods are you referencing? I can do mods. I just don't do the downloading of games of any sorts. We don't deal with the software side of things. I hear like some of that dust went in my nose.
is so relaxing. Cleaning consoles and repairing.
This
Thank
is,
you for your content.
oh, thank you for watching, actually. Appreciate that, Dizzy. I really do appreciate that. If you haven't done so already, and that's for those of you watching me over on the TikTok side, go ahead and tap the screen a couple of times. I'd appreciate it if y'all did that. You know, just throw me a couple of likes and hit that follow button. I really appreciate it if you did that. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers so I can monetize my channel, but I can't do that until I get 10K followers on TikTok. So if you could also share it, I'd appreciate it if you did that too. You don't have to, but I appreciate it if you did. Help me get a 10K followers so I can at least get my channel monetized. After 10K, I really don't care. I would care, but I, don't care if I get any more followers.
It's not worth it.
You almost there to 10K? Yeah, I'm almost there.
Almost there to 10K.
It's not worth it. Why isn't it worth it?
They don't pay.
Oh, they don't? I thought they did. I have a friend that he only has 10K followers, and I'm not sure what that friend is doing. Does the same thing, repairs as well as a content creator. And because repairs is usually not a high visual content, to pay for repair content creation, he's getting paid decent. I think he makes an additional $600 to $800 monthly, which I know it's not a lot, but that adds to the to the income just by people that watch. And that's him not getting any gifts, because I'm not asking for gifts, none of that. I don't want none of that. I just, want to earn some monetization money from the TikTok or YouTube, either or. I don't know how TikTok works in reality with regards to monetizing. I just know this friend of mine makes some money.
I guess it depends on the account.
Yeah, it depends on the account and the type of content that's being created. If it's a content that's heavily congested, I see that they wouldn't pay a lot for that. But if it's some type of content that it's not heavily congested, is a different type of content, I would assume they would pay more, but who knows? You have 60K, they pay the first.
I have 60K, they paid at first, now I make garbage.
Oh man. What type of content do you do? Let me check your stuff out. I'm looking you up right now. Man, you got 68K. But I don't think you have repair content. It's more like graffiti, I believe. Which I would assume it's not a congested content, so I don't see why they wouldn't pay well. And you be getting some good views too. You be getting some good views. Surprised you don't get paid pretty well. Do you upload daily? Or you just, sometimes whenever you feel like it? So I think you have to be consistent and all that with it as well.
I would suggest the Red app.
Well, I'm also doing Red app. I've got the Red app pulled up over here as well. I'm doing both. Red app, I'm almost there. I need to get 4,000 watch hours, and then I can monetize it, which it's more of a realistic goal, to be honest. It's more of a realistic goal. Man, this thing, I think whoever had this one, they were hungry. They took a bite out of this. You see that?
Yeah, I did.
They took a bite
Okay, just like
out of the port right there.
great. Why?
That port's broken.
The game's over.
All right, let's go ahead and get it.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and remove that. So what I added right now is this. It's what's known as flux. Because if you don't give it flux, who else will? So we added some flux to this. And that allows with the flow of solder. And we're going to remove this. We're going to use hot air to do that. And yes, you'll be able to watch this as well. Just by the hit of one button. Actually, two buttons because I have to change my scene over here too. All right, I'm gonna get my pliers. Let's get this thing removed.
Cree.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Let's get this thing removed. And what we do is, there's a little ESD filter, or I call it filter, but it's an ESD, this thing here. We usually remove that so that we don't burn it. And then it starts stinking up the shop. And then we just heat it up from the bottom and remove this port. You can tell this port's completely broken. There you go. The 4K cap is missing, so we're gonna have to solder that first. So they bumped it. They certainly did bump it. So we need to solder that 4K cap. It's the I call it the 4K cap, but it's a 0.1 microfarad capacitor.
He's doing surgery on HDMI.
I am certainly doing surgery on an HDMI. This is my patient. I call him Patrick. Cap blended all the way over here. We're gonna flow that cap in place before we put the HDMI.
What is this for a PS5 or Series X?
This is for a PlayStation 5. Series X more than likely is going to be my next console I do, and I think that one's going to be a fun one. Alright, cap is soldered on.
What is the price range for a repair like that?
Price ranges for something like this can range between $100 up to about $300. We are more on the mid-level. We charge $150, so long as there's no bugs in the console, because we do charge an additional fee if it's bug infested of $50. And also so long as there's no torn traces. If there are torn traces, we charge an additional $5 per torn trace. And that's usually only for those that are like prior repair attempts from someone that didn't know what they were doing, and they were impatient basically, and they removed the HDMI quicker than what the solder actually melted to remove that port. And if you do that, what happens is those traces, and what I mean by traces, these traces here, these are pads, and these pads have traces underneath them. And if you were to pull before these traces melt, these traces can be torn. And if we have to restore those traces, for each one of those that's torn, it takes an additional 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a bit less, but we charge $5 per trace. So it can range between $100 to $300. We charge $150, but there is additional fees if it's been prior repair attempt by someone that didn't know what they were doing, and they ended up just messing things up even worse.
Great deal.
Yeah, we have a competitor that's local. They're somewhere, well, they're not necessarily local. They're about 45 minutes from us, but they are our biggest competitor. It's the only people that actually charge $100 for HDMI port repair. Everyone else charges $250 or more. Like You Break I Fix, they charge $250. I'm not sure what I forgot what this other, not Game Exchange, I forgot what the Retro Madness. I'm not sure what they are charging, but they mail their devices off. They don't do like in-house repairs. They actually mail them off somewhere, and I think they charge also upwards of either $200 or more. Last time I checked. And we've been at $150. We dropped it for a period to about $130, but we raised it back up to $150 because parts went up for the HDMI port. The part cost, I used to pay I think 25 cents for the part, and they went up to about $5 a piece. So we increased it back to $150. I'm giving it the little wiggle test because I want the pads to adhere to the solder. So I move it back and forth to make sure that it does adhere. And then I push it back. And then press it down. Press it down and hold it down. And then remove your heat. Keep holding it until the solder solidifies. Yo, Dizzy, appreciate the heart me. Thank you very much. All right. And now we're just gonna check our port, make sure that all the pins are completely soldered on, and there's no gold. We don't want to see gold on those pins. And we do see gold on those pins there, so, and which is not good. So we're gonna add flux, and we're gonna touch it up. Hey, baby girl. Did you make the team?
Well, volleyball trials haven't started yet.
I thought they were supposed to be today.
No, it's tomorrow.
So you won't know until tomorrow if you made the team? Okay. Alrighty. Pins have been retouched. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see that, but that is what we did right there. We retouched those pins. And then we clean our mess. Make sure we clean all the flux. You called me at the wrong time, babe.
Of course, like always.
I was with the customer when you called. And they heard you because I had you on speaker. And you said it was a shit show.
It is.
And I hung up, and the customer said, "It's okay, I have a wife too." Alrighty. We retouched the pins, made sure that they are soldered, and they are. I don't see any gold at all whatsoever. Last thing I would do is, this is just to confirm, although I trust my work, it would be a tug test, just to make sure that there's no loose pins. There it is. Everything's good. All right, so the next step from here, it's the PlayStation 5, of course. We have to reapply the liquid metal, y'all. Anytime we take these things apart. I'm not sure if you saw this, but the number one reason why PlayStation 5s overheats.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Incoming call.
Yes. Number one reason why PlayStation 5s overheat is because of this here. Liquid metal. Let me zoom in real quick so you can see it better. Liquid metal. It's the biggest enemy of these PlayStation 5s. Liquid metal, they create a dry spot. The longer you keep them standing up, even if they're sideways, they'll still go to create some sort of a dry spot in there. So that's the biggest enemy of a PlayStation 5. When there's a dry spot of sorts, usually oxidation builds up between the two metal pieces, because you've got two metal pieces literally trying to dissipate heat. It's not able to. It creates oxidation.
So, do you have a MetaQuest 3 left controller replacement?
Yo, do you have a MetaQuest 3 left controller replacement? No, I do not, unfortunately. I do not have a Meta 3 left controller replacement. I think it'd be best if you buy it on Amazon. Usually you could get those overnighted sometimes. But again, what I was trying to go is, this is the number one reason why these overheat is because of PlayStation 5's liquid metal creates oxidation if it's metal to metal. A fix for this, it's just reapplying the liquid metal. I use IPA, 99% isopropyl alcohol, and I remove any oxidation buildup with the alcohol, of course, as well as removing the liquid metal off of it with the
AI viewers, streamboo.com.
that is Patrick, but no, that's I hate it when they do that. That's on Twitch. These people on Twitch, they use nothing but AIs. And I completely
Why did they put it in Patrick's voice?
detest AI and the way they use it. And that actually scared the shit out of me. Block that person. They won't be sending nothing no more. Again. Remove all the oxidation with IPA, and that's
Where are you
99.9
located?
isopropyl alcohol. We are located in Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas. The address is 1926 Ephriham Avenue. There we go. Oxidation's completely removed. You can see it's shiny. And then we use the same liquid metal, y'all. You don't have to actually buy new liquid metal. We can use the liquid metal that's already pre-existing. There's no reason to have to buy a tube of liquid metal when you already have some there. You just use the same cotton swab with alcohol and push it into the middle. Literally. That's all you do. And once you've done that, you grab a dry cotton swab and you're going to reapply it. You just go in circles. Once you hear the squeaky sound, that means it's adhering to the actual dye. And make sure you apply it evenly. There was still some oxidation on there, so I didn't want to adhere originally, but there we go. All right, so the APU, which is that, it's evenly spread. As you can see, there's not a single dry spot on it. And now we're gonna do the same thing for our heatsink. Put that aside for now so that we can do this. And we just do the same process, cotton swab, IPA, 99.9 isopropyl alcohol. We don't use anything else than that. The lesser the percentages, the more water you have. Electronics does not go with water, y'all. Takes a lot longer to dry.
Hiring? I live close.
Are we hiring? We're not hiring at the moment. We were, but we've already hired someone, and he's currently being trained. But if you're still seeking for a job in a few months, it's a possibility we may hire someone else. We just don't have the space for someone new right now. We will be getting new space in the next few months because we're going to expand a little bit, God willing. And then at that point, we'll probably get 2 more people. We'll use one other apprentice technician, and then someone in the front that can help. But for now, we've got enough people with the space we've got. I am removing all the oxidation off of the off of this heatsink. Yeah, this heatsink did have a lot of oxidation built up on it. And I'm doing the same thing, just grabbing that liquid metal, pushing it to the middle. And then we're going to reapply it.
I use Mother's aluminum polish to clean the top of the heatsink.
I do have polish to be able to do the same, but I only use that for those that are heavily oxidated, like the ones that are crystallized oxidated. That's the only time I ever use that. Otherwise, I don't use it. There's no reason for me to use that, and it would just take more time. And as you can see, it evenly spread on the APU. No issues there. And then we did the same thing, of course, already with the motherboard. So now we're gonna go ahead and start putting this back together. This one was an HDMI. We completed the HDMI port repair. So we're gonna put this together enough to test, and then we'll put it fully back together. William, can you bring me a cold water, please? Actually, never mind.
Incoming call.
Actually, yes. Take this one back, put it in the fridge, and bring me a cold water. Forgot I got me a cold water, and it got warm.
You were actually really lucky. These shoes could make me sprint. My new black shoes, they could make me sprint.
Will those shoes make you sprint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heels make me sprint because it's like down to go
Oh.
10 times higher.
Today was my son's, my kid's actually first day of school, and he got to wear his new shoes. So apparently they make him a lot faster.
Can I show them it?
You want to take off your shoes and show it to them? I don't think they want to see your shoes, baby boy. He's 8 years old, so he's excited about his shoes. Feel like I was a bit dehydrated, yo. I see you lurking on the FIP page. Go ahead and click in. Why are you afraid? Just click in, hit the follow button. While you're at it, tap the screen a couple of times. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there. Behind that screen. That'd be creepy if I can actually see you.
I was like, can you actually?
It'd be creepy. It'd be creepy if I could actually see him. Be like, how the hell does he know I'm watching? Because I know.
If someone did that, I'd be like, you know what? You got me. I'm like, now I'm gonna have to start watching.
Part of the Illuminati, okay? I can see everything.
The old days where game systems were sold and could handle a hit or two.
Yeah. I would agree with that statement. I would agree with that statement. Now, the only thing with the old systems, though, they use the type of capacitor. Well, these also use those type of capacitors. But they tend to leak, you know, like the Xbox original, Nintendo's, the Dreamcast, Game Gears. They have these capacitors that tend to leak over time. So that's the only downside is over time, no matter what, they still, you know, tend to have issues.
That's a tough level of durability.
Yeah, I would agree. Let me blow this fan real quick, y'all. I just took this fan to a private room and gave it a good blow.
Portable air compressor or canned air?
Nope, got air compressor, just a standard air compressor. Not portable. Standard air compressor. I've got it in the back room. Way back there. And then I've got the holes coming. Well, a hole extender that comes all the way to the front. And I've got it right there. Which allows me to take it to the back whenever I'm cleaning out roach-infested consoles. That's the main reason why I got it, is for the roach-infested consoles. To be able to blow them out. I got tired of having those electric ones that didn't have sufficient power. So I made an investment of $150 and bought me it's a 4-gallon. Got it on Black Friday, to be honest. A 4-gallon air compressor that's one of the restrooms at the very back. And just got a hose extender that basically brings it to the front, and I'm able to use it. And every month, once a month or so, or every 2 months or so, I take it to the back and empty it out. Because when you keep it on all the time, it can create water buildup.
Had a guy use his high-side compressor to blow out a printer. He got it clean. Circuit board too.
Well, compressed air can do quite a bit, actually. It just depends on the use. You have to be cautious with it, of course. Because if you're not cautious with it, you can cause harm. Just a matter on how you use it. Like, I wouldn't use it on a PC or not PC, laptop. So if you got a laptop, you got those tiny little fans, you blow that thing with air compressors, so teeth are just gonna go flying off. So I wouldn't use it on that. You have to be very.
It never worked again, but that circuit board cleared the shop.
I knew something was coming right behind that. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. It never worked again, but he cleared it. Oh man, that is hilarious.
Compressor for bus tires can do a good job.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm not sure what my PSI is on my compressor. We just use it for like the fans, cleaning out the console when they're bug infested. We blow it out that way. It does pretty good. It just depends on how you use it, of course. All right, let's test. I said I was going to put this thing together enough to test, and I ended up putting it fully back together. Imagine if this thing doesn't work. That'd be effed up, wouldn't it? But I think I have that much type of confidence that that it's gonna work. Alrighty. You got it. PlayStation 5 logo, and it's starting and it's displaying. We got it. Alrighty, let me go ahead and wipe this thing down.
Awesome, great job.
Thank you, thank you. We got another one coming up. This one's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a fun one. Literally. I feel like this next one's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna give me more gray hairs. Oh.
Might be the power supply.
Check to see if it has 12 volts.
Stays on DC, right?
Yep. Stays on DC. Nothing. 0. Make sure, hold on, use like this. Just remove this real quick. You just want to make sure that you're actually touching it. There's a little coating sometimes around this thing here. You make sure that coating is completely off, because you want to make sure it's metal to metal from that to that and then you in fact don't get nothing, and you're not. It's actually going straight to 0. So yeah, power supply is dead on that one.
That and then
Buttons.
gets stuck. It comes out, but it gets stuck sometimes.
It probably gets stuck because if it was a roach infested one, then there may be some sort of either feces or something stuck in it.
So
You just probably just clean it and then replace the power supply. So as you were replacing the power supply, clean that area, clean the button area, and then we should have power supplies in there. We bought some the other day. Make sure you let my wife know, that way she places an order for another one.
So with this one, do I have to pick up the motherboard again, or can I just
What did you do?
for the
That was the button?
yeah. So I don't think it's the button, it's the power supply. So for this, can I just take off the screws and then lift this all up, or take the motherboard off as well?
No, you don't have to take the motherboard out.
Okay.
No, yeah, just take those 2 screws off and then you're able to lift this entire thing up.
Okay.
Did you find any games that interested you from the front?
Me?
Yeah.
I found one.
One?
Yeah, it was Stranglehold for the PS3.
Oh.
Yeah, I found that pretty interesting.
Alright, this one's done. Let's go ahead and put this back together. And this one's done. My wife has to print the invoices for it. I print the invoices for this one. Which one are you looking for? Roach infested one? It was. I took it outside to the back and cleaned it up. All right. Next one. It is an Xbox Series X, y'all. We're gonna have fun with this one, y'all. We're gonna have fun with this one. This one we definitely will have fun. So this one came from, it's coming from another shop, and I don't know what all was done, so let's test first. Let's see what this thing is doing. I'm gonna get mentally prepared. Actually, I want to have fun with this one, but we have one that customer wanted to pick up today. That's mail-in, so I could get that one done tomorrow. You see those on the floor? I believe those are maybe power supplies. Yeah, it's the 400 GR. There's no space there, unfortunately, so.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Then you said let Ms. Rosales know.
Yeah, just replace it and then let her know that we need to order another one. What are you looking for?
I want to see if the other one fell on the ground. One of these. I think why it's getting stuck is because this thing is not there. Because this hole's pretty clean. The whole food's pretty clean. I think that's why it's like when it clicks, but like when it clicks.
See if any of the other cases, what type of button they use. Maybe we can use a button. Because I wonder if they're similar, although they're different type of case. So see if any other cases have a button. Maybe we can try to grab from it. And if there is, just see if it's similar to that. Because it's a possibility that it could be. They're different. Well, that sucks. Trying to think what we can do here real quick. Give me a second here. Let me take off these screws. And is that the only shell that's out there?
The shell?
Is that the only front shell we have?
Yeah, that's all the other ones are.
Okay. Forgot 2 screws. Let me see here. Don't have any shells over here. Forgot my light over here stopped working. Oh. That turns on. This one, what does it do? It turns on. This one more likely a cleaning turns on. What is this one? Oh, this one's been torn down. It's missing the power supply. Broken for parts and okay, tear this one down and grab the power button off of that. Now that motherboard is still good. So So we're probably going to use that motherboard and just put it up here. The motherboard for that one. Because that one, we can use it to get values off of.
Okay.
I don't know what motherboard it has, but I'm sure it'll be helpful. Although it's banned, it has proper voltage values for us. Man, I'm getting kind of warm, y'all. I am getting kind of warm. See where the AC is at. It's at 69 already. Guess I'll turn on the fan.
I don't know if this is something you were discussing previous.
No. They were just asking if it's available and it automatically sends a message. Do not want that Genesis. And that Xbox is an original. I don't know if you're interested in the laptops. That is not. I think I raised it up too high. There you go. There we go. I now feel the air. Man, this HDMI was pushed in, y'all. HDMI was pushed in. You can't even see the pins. Pins are completely underneath the HDMI. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need to replace this. I just hope the 4K cap is there because I don't feel like doing another 4K cap, but we will if we have to. Those screws, there's a bucket right there where you can put all the screws in.
Okay.
One of those red buckets. $4K cap is still there. Cool. Let me just grab a port. Oh. I practically almost burnt one of my wires. Something about they were not letting something in, and I was like, oh, good for you, and I still walked in. That was it.
That makes so much sense for you. Like, dang, that's crazy.
I was like, oh, good for you, and I walked in. Who's she talking to? To a customer? Man, my wife likes drama. I hate drama. What are you looking for? ESD booster chips. It goes inside the retimer. Xbox Series X redriver chip. It goes with those. Yeah. It's one that we can use once I've taught you how to cross-reference values and stuff. You can check values off of that exact motherboard with someone. Sometimes we get motherboards that don't have power, you know, like a no power PlayStation 5. And we've tested everything that we have, the ability to test like fuses and stuff. In order to be able to cross-reference values though from one board to another, some point you need to have the same layout motherboard, because not all PlayStation 5 have the same layouts, so you can't really one-to-one test values. Having that exact model will allow us to diagnose that specific model motherboard if we ever get one of those, you know, for no powers. That will go over there with the rest of all that other shell stuff. Will go to the bins that we have that's dedicated for that. It's cricket, y'all. It's cricket. I don't like it being cricket. I must have moved.
Fix that HDMI from yesterday. I used copper and solder paste UV light.
I don't recommend solder paste being used for this type of work, y'all. Solder paste is one of my pet peeves when people use that for repairs. I don't know who started the whole solder paste stuff, but solder paste ruins boards. Yeah, sometimes you can successfully repair something, but it's not meant for anything like this. It's not meant to solder on components like that and or chips. Solder paste can create bridges more often than not. I've had to repair so many devices because someone decided to use solder paste on a device, and what they ended up doing, bridging a whole bunch of components. When solder paste went underneath the chip, the Southbridge chip to be honest, and bridged a whole bunch of pins together, killing the PlayStation 5. So solder paste is not one. It's not something I'd recommend it being used on a motherboard for soldering purposes. Maybe to reball. Yeah, solder paste I'd recommend for reball purposes if you're reballing a chip, you know.
I get you.
Yes, sir. I've had to repair so many devices due to solder paste because some electronic shop that repairs nothing but phones decided to do an HDMI port repair. And what they end up doing? Using solder paste. Next thing you know, they had a whole bunch of tiny little solder balls all over that board. Some of it went underneath chips and stuff, and they end up ruining that board. And the only way to clean that off is using an ultrasonic cleaner, because I couldn't get to every crevice of that board. It's kind of hard to do that. Well, glad you were able to successfully replace that HDMI port, though. All right, HDMI port's done. What is Isaiah doing, William and Ruby? He's eating? Are you watching him, Ruby? What's the name of that one you're working on?
The name?
Yeah.
The customer's name?
Yeah.
It says Troy Leonard.
Okay.
Let's test it out.
I have to teach you how to add those parts, that power supply you just used.
Okay.
All right, let's test real quick to make sure this thing is going to display for us. Still no power? And then it's more than just the power supply. Are you sure the power supply was dead? It's probably the power supply. Where's the power supply at? Plug it into a power supply and then test on the pins directly to see if you get 12 volts with the multimeter. Because it could be that the motherboard itself is just short circuit and it's not giving you 12 volts on the motherboard but the power supply itself may be good. And if that's the case, that means the board's the issue. Nothing?
I don't know if I'm putting it in the right area.
You just touch one, touch one pin on one end, the other pin on the other end. It's just a metal piece. Yeah, there's no 12 volts. Now test 12 volts on this now. No, it should be already scraped because I scraped it earlier. And you are getting 12 volts now. And you're saying
That's the new one I just took out.
Did you take the entire board or just the button?
I took the button.
Take the entire board. Did it have the board?
Yeah, I had a board. Sorry.
Grab the board. You may have to replace the board because there's a possibility that board's no longer good.
Okay.
If it received an impact, maybe that board's no longer good.
Okay.
And actually, the way to test that, so you don't have to take it all apart, just unplug this and plug the ribbon cable from it there with the board hanging out. See what I'm saying?
I think so.
So, yep.
I have it right. It's right here now.
Okay, cool. And then plug that ribbon cable. Just bend this back and plug that one in there.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, I'll show you. There you go. Now plug it in, and that's the button here. It's not.
Oh, there you go.
It is. Well, it's a beep on, beep off though. It turned on, but bye.
Bye.
It turned on, but it's a beep on, beep off. So it still has other issues.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll swap this one out. I'll swap that old
Actually unplug it and plug that one in and see if it'll do the same thing, the beep on, beep off. At least. Okay, Isaiah.
What?
Can I get a hug?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I love you, my baby boy. Mm. Okay. No? Then yeah, swap it up. And then when you swap it out and you take the motherboard out, don't put the motherboard back in. I have to diagnose the motherboard now.
So now I gotta unscrew it. order it?
Yeah. There we go. This one's good. Was that one bug infested?
No. It was
Oh.
the other one. We already put it in the bag.
Okay. And I honestly thought that one was going to be an easier repair, but it ended up being
Harder.
a more difficult repair. Which is good, because you're learning something outside of just HDMIs.
Yes.
Just give it one more test. No, I'm talking to myself over here, bud. Looks like we've gotten 9 followers since we started this live on the TikToks. What's up? Why only 9 followers? I know you're watching. You watching there. You just lurking around. Go ahead and tap into the TikTok and get away from the FYP. Join for a little bit. Double tap the screen a little bit. And hit that follow button. I appreciate it if you did that. All right, this thing is working. Let's close out this ticket here. All right, give me a second. All right. Alright, PlayStation 5, no power. Let's see if we can figure out here what's going on. I'm wondering if it's this thing that you saw earlier that was broken. Because it could possibly be this. No, it's not fully broken. It's not gonna be that. Because that is still making contact. Did you need help? No? Okay. Good talk. What's that?
My friends
We'll respond.
yeah, I'm like, hey, you gonna join the party? And they don't say anything. I'm like, good talk, man. Nice talk. I'm like, yeah, I invited you. They just like they don't even speak to me, but they're still here, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Good talking.
Good talk. So first thing I'm doing on this thing is I'm giving it a. Yeah, I told him earlier. Told him he goes at 4:30 to 5. For visual purposes.
I go at 4:30 to 5.
Literally, we went off at 3:30. I didn't get to him until 4:30. And I was in line since 3:45. Even left lady said,
Oh yeah. You farted?
So we wouldn't have to do that. My mom's very she's no nonsense. She won't wait. So I think
see,
it's
he
middle
would
school.
want me to wait a whole hour in my head. I'm like,
My mom is like, if I don't see you at that spot, you're walking. I'm like, okay. So there's at Northside there was this curve, the curve. So my mom would be like, I'll meet you right here at this curve that goes to Lisa's. And if you're not, I'll wait there for a couple because it was a kind of a long way to walk there. But it's like if you don't get there within like at least 30 minutes, that's enough time for you. You're walking home. And one day I did, because of a girl. One day I did miss it, and then I was like, "Where you at?" She's like, "I told you." So I walked home that day.
You're like, never gonna.
It was worth it. I would say it was worth it for.
William, he's like, I was gonna walk home. I was like, chill, boy, chill. Like, I'm already here.
No.
I asked William, how was your day with me? How was school? Well, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. Okay. I'm gonna ask her, how was school? It was good. Okay, more? What happened? Nothing.
I'm like that too.
Pulling teeth in the skin.
I don't know. I'm testing fuses right now.
Okay.
First thing I do is test fuses. Fuses should have continuity between each end.
Yeah.
If they don't have continuity, I mean
remember you telling me
something.
at least one of them doesn't beep. That's bad.
Yeah, that means they have some sort of problem in that vicinity of the area. This is a South Bridge. South Bridge should not beep on both ends, and it's not. So that one's got 439 being value, which is good. So South Bridge is good. All these other fuses over here were good. That fuse was good as well. What area was the blunt of the area? To me, it seemed like it was around this area here, which is the Wi-Fi area. I'm wondering if there's a short circuit somewhere on here. There's not. What about here? Nope. Nope. $163, nope. $425, nope. $386. Yes. I love you too. 242. Right now, all I'm doing is just validating values. Somewhat. Just checking for short circuits. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking to see where both ends beep. That would be considered as a short circuit. Do I have any fuses here? There's one fuse right over here. Fuse is good. $421. $319. This is gonna be kind of a difficult one because I'm not finding anything. $159. Yeah, I'm not finding anything wrong with this one. And it doesn't have a 12-volt short. But in diode mode, it's going to 2.8. I don't think that's normal. Oh, I think I see where the problem's gonna be. What, baby boy? Go tell mom. Go tell mom to get you an orange. I think I see where the problem's gonna be. What do you see if you look visual inspection of the area where you saw the initial problem? What do you see? Where you saw this right there where it was bent, what else do you see?
Looks like scraped here.
That Wi-Fi chip has a dent.
It can't have a dent?
So I guess that you could say that it can. However, that chip has, where that shield it's at, right underneath that, it's got a bunch of other components. So with it having a bunch of other components, if it received a dent there, more than likely those components are no longer good on that Wi-Fi chip. So I bet you that Wi-Fi chip, it's preventing this from powering on, because everything else is checking out fine. Nothing else is shown to have some sort of a short circuit or abnormal values. However, I am physically seeing a dent on that Wi-Fi chip.
Yeah, I see it right here.
So I have a strong belief that the issue is that Wi-Fi chip. And although I tested down below, the capacitors, caps are testing good. They're not showing short circuit or abnormal values, but I still see that chip, because of the dent, it received some sort of an impact. I bet you causing it to fail. Everything else is checking out fine. I'm not seeing.
It could be because that's also, I think, the side where it fell onto.
Right? I'm not seeing anything else outside of that.
Yeah, because that's where this, it's right, I think it's around here, and that fell right there on the corner.
Go see if we have this board, EDM040. It's EDM040. So see if you find one of those. So I can take the. While you do that, I'm going to remove this chip. Well, no, that's not a donor board. No, that's a board where we test values.
Okay,
Yeah, when I say donor board, I mean a board that we can remove the component off of. EDM, you'll see it like this. EDM 040. I love you too, baby boy. Ruby. Can you see if there's any oranges? And if there is, give Isaiah an orange, please. Isaiah, can I have your hair and put it on my hair? Let me see. I want your hair, baby boy. What do you mean they're not good? Then throw them away. We don't have any oranges, baby boy. They're bad. We're gonna remove this port, y'all. Pretty positive this Wi-Fi chip is bad, preventing this thing from powering on. Pin number 1, it's where this arrow's at. We're gonna put some flux here. And we're gonna remove this port. Or chip, not port, but chip. Huh? Isaiah, don't do that, baby boy. You can hurt yourself. Don't do that. I already told us out to stop. Don't be pushing him.
I didn't push him.
Yes, you did.
No, he was calling me. Grab my hand and let go.
You found one?
Yeah, it was all the way at the bottom.
Man. Does this one look good? Yeah, it looks good. All right.
Right, that's a EDM 040, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're going to remove this chip here. Same process. The only that part is that this one has underneath where you plug in the antenna wires. So with the hopes that we do not melt those. Making sure he's not going to want to cry. Because we have no oranges. Alright, this thing is loose. That is not what I wanted to do. That's fine. That chip is bad anyway, so. You just need to get the chip out of there without tearing any traces. The chip is out the way. Cool. And now we have to do the same to that without doing that. And to do that, I'm gonna let that cool off real quick. To do that, I'm gonna use a tweezer that's thin, so I can get underneath it, because that other one was not thin.
Sorry, that was you. You rolled over my foot.
Oh, did I?
No, it's fine.
My bad, man.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna add flux.
Do you want me to start gathering trash?
Yeah. What time is it? I didn't even know what time is it.
5.
Oh man, we got 15 minutes before we close.
Yeah, I must start gathering trash.
Careful, Isaiah. Yes. I love you more, Isaiah. I think I grabbed way too many solder balls. I didn't need this many. is Isaiah?
Hi.
Yes. Hang on, baby boy. Hang on, baby boy. What's that? The controller. No, I got it from here, man. I'm just gonna see if it'll turn on and power on, and if it does, I'll leave it right there on your desk so you can put it together tomorrow. Okay. Ay, ay, ay.
See you tomorrow, man.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Appreciate your help, man. I love you more, Isaiah. I love you more. I love you more. All right, later, man. Need to check the balls to make sure that they're all the same size. Yep, they're all the same size. Excuse me. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and solder this chip on to the main board, which is this one. Now we gotta clean this off. We need to prep this board. We didn't do that earlier. It was too hot, so we're gonna prep it. We're gonna add some flux, no melt, then remove it. Pin number 1 is top right, so we're gonna go ahead and align this. Until it doesn't move, and then we just validate, make sure that in fact it's aligned. It's aligned, and then let's warm it up from the bottom until we see this thing shift into, not shift, but you know, surface tension. Where's my pliers at? Alright, and that is soldered on. We're going to let that cool off, and then we'll test right afterwards. We'll clean it up and then test afterwards. Where's my chat at? Why is my chat no longer coming along? Where is my chat? All right, let's clean this up. Now on this PlayStation 5, I did take an educated guess as to what it was, because I didn't find anything as far as any components being bad or incorrect values and or short circuits of any sorts. But the area of impact for this PlayStation 5 was here, and the HDMI ports, which I have a strong feeling that due to this chip here being hit in that area, it was preventing it from powering on. So let's see if in fact my suspicion was correct. I'm gonna put this on the shell. And we're just gonna test to see if it powers on for us. Yes, baby boy. We're about to leave in a little bit, yes. Yes, we're gonna leave in a little bit. We're going to leave in a little bit. Oh, I forgot this thing. Oh, come on. What am I doing here? It's not my first rodeo. Come on. It ain't my first rodeo and I'm already messing up there. All right. Mm-hmm. Can you hug me? Of course you can hug Puppy. You can always hug Puppy. Can you hug me now? Now you're being demanding? Yes, you can hug me. Now. Hug me. You gotta hug me. Ooh. I love you. I love you. Okay. I love you more. All right. Go sit down in your stroller, okay? Sit down in your stroller for a little bit. For just a little bit while I test this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to finish here for now and we'll test tomorrow. All right. What do y'all think? Y'all think this thing's going to work, y'all? I have no idea if we have any views, but I assume. Nope. Just a beep on, beep off. Same thing as before. All right, we're gonna have to troubleshoot this tomorrow. It did not work, y'all. It's doing the same thing as before. We got 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts. We're seeing voltage underneath this Wi-Fi chip. There's no short circuit there. Five volts. 12 volts. And are you sure this thing is not displaying for us? Maybe we just don't have a light. Volts. This fuse 73503 is getting 0 voltage. This one gets 12. This one has nothing coming in. Coming in or going out. It's 12 volts. 3.3. Volts. Ooh. 5 volts. 5 volts. Nope. Nope. Alright, it's already 7:19. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for now. I'll continue working on this one tomorrow. I'm just gonna check my work real quick to make sure these solder balls actually did. Because it could be a possibility that maybe we just need to reflow that chip. Maybe we just need to reflow it. Let's check. Let's check. Doesn't look bad at all. It looks to have been soldered on correctly. Yes, baby boy. No, it looks to be good. Only thing I notice is there's flux underneath there. I doubt that the flux is causing any sort of interference. But the potential is there. Let me just blow it out. Alrighty, I'm just gonna warm it up a little bit from the top, just so that I can blow out this flux that's underneath. I don't know if that flux potentially is causing some sort of interference. I know it does with the south bridge. I doubt that it does the same with the Wi-Fi chip, but it doesn't hurt to just blow it out. Remove all that flux from underneath. Alright, let me see if we still have flux underneath. Nope. No flux. I doubt that's what's causing this issue though. Yes. I love you, Toys out. I am not even gonna put the thing. I just need to see. Okay, are we going to at least beep? No beep at all? There it is, it's a beep. But nothing. Yeah, okay, we're done. All right, y'all, for those watching, thank you very much. I don't know if we have anyone watching at all. It's been dead. My chat's been dead for quite some time now, so if you're watching, thank you. Otherwise, this will go onto YouTube. Thanks, everyone. Peace. Y'all stay blessed, and we'll continue with this repair tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do some more diagnostics and see if we're able to locate what's causing the beep on, beep off.